Hi everybody, it's me again. I figured I better do another video because I don't know when that carousel box is coming, so I better keep it practice because it's very nerve-wracking doing these. I figured I would show you a few things that I was working on, that I finished and what I'm working on. My very first video I did, showed you a few things I was working on. One of them was this. It is the Lacy rectangle wrap by Bag a Day. And I finished it. Came out pretty good. It makes a nice cover of my shawl. It was I used Premier Cotton Fair, 3 balls of it, and the colorway was bright peach, so that came out pretty good. It's a very pretty pattern. Another thing that I made recently was this super, what was it down here? Stunning Doily dream catcher. And some of us in Zoom were working on this. It's supposed to be attached to a hula hoop, but I don't want to put hang a hula hoop on my wall. So I'll just use it as a doily. So that came out pretty good too. It was very pretty. And that also was this was a one-weight yarn. I used Yarn Bee Rainbow Rhapsody in the color Brilliant Blonde. It's a 60% cotton, 40% acrylic blend. So that's what I used for this. So that was done. Another thing I was working on, I showed you in my very first video, was Judy at Witch Piece Craft had a cal, the birthstone cal. And every month she went over what the birthstone was and what the colors were. So I showed this was January in Garnet. And I used willow squares for the main ones. And the middle one I used a flower pattern. This was a Bag a Day pattern, flower square. And in Garnet, the other colors also are, I guess, black and a dark blue are some of the facets of the Garnet. So I figured, so she said you can use black, you can use Garnet color, or you can use blue for your color. So I figured I would use those extra colors incorporate into the flower square. So this was February, was amethyst. And yellow and gray, I guess, were the facets of those. And March, I keep forgetting what March is, aquamarine or something like that. I can't remember what March first chose. Sorry, March people. April was diamond. I used the pink. Emerald, or May. June was pearl. And July is ruby. September, I think, peridot. I can't remember. Should have made notes. No, August. We're in August. I keep using this. August. September. Yeah. Sapphire, I think, is August or September. October is opal. I know that because it's my daughter's birthstone. I used that Just Yarn flower. I used 2 different colors because she said use any color you want because opal, it's very colorful. So I used kind of 2 colors of the opal of the Just Yarn and the flowers. Okay, that was October, November. Can't remember, topaz, or is that December? I can't remember. Sorry, November and December people. This was November and this was December. So I finally got that finished. And the next cal I was doing was Jada and Stitches. Mile a Minute, the Mighty Mile a Minute. I got that done. I kind of goofed up, but nobody knows because I this was January's. The blue was January's. And then I picked for February a red and the pink. And then for March I did St. Patrick's color, orange and green. But I attached it to the January strip instead of the February strip, so that kind of got out of even. But nobody knows. Now everybody knows because I just told you. So I did April, May, June, and every strip was a different pattern worked into different colors. So it was kind of neat. It was like a stitch sampler. I made a stitch sampler. She had a calendar, the Victorian stitch sampler. That was for like 2018 or 2017. I can't remember what year it was, but I enjoyed doing that one. But I enjoyed doing that one. This is something like it. It's a stitch sampler, but it was in with I think if I ever did this again, I would just use two colors or something. This is quite colorful if you like bright colors. So those are the ones that I finished off recently. Finished, and what I'm working on still, I'm still working on my Yaya's boy. I'm on my last round. Not my last round, my last section. Repeat. You had to repeat it like 3 or 4 times. So this was a nice pattern. I enjoyed making this. Um, some of us is making these too. This is Yaya's boy. It's a hooked on sunshine pattern. She's just amazing with the patterns. That I'm still working on. That I've got to get this done. I started this in last year, and then I stopped for the summer because it was too hot to work on. So I took it out again, and I got to get that finished. But then I started another one. A bunch of us were doing this one. This is the Spin Me Around. Oh, I can't remember. I can't remember. I can't remember who did this. But it's the Spin Me Around blanket, and it's kind of neat. It's going to be a baby blanket. So this has to be finished too. I'm using another yarn bee. I got clearance. Dazzling Deer in the doilies and parasol color. Washed out here, but that's another one. So those are my goals for 2022. Finish these whips before I start anything else. Oh, and the other thing, start to because some of us. This was a cowl that Reggie did. It's Sis Love or no, the person who did the Sis Love um, cowl. They had another shawl. I can't remember. Her name. I should have written all this down. But I'm still working on this. This is awful pretty design too. I'm enjoying working on that also. I know Jaxie did it, and Anita from Y.O.H did it, and a bunch of people have been working on this. The cowl is done, but I'm not. I'm using another Yarn Bee Rainbow Rhapsody Ivy League in the color. That's the yarn I'm working on. That also is a one weight or a 2 weight. One weight. It's a 1 weight yarn. Very easy. So I said I'm not going to start anything else because I got to finish these first before I start anything else. So what did I do? I started something else. Because everybody in Zoom is doing this one. We're just a bunch of copycats. Somebody starts one. Oh, that's pretty. Let's do it. This is comfort, calming comfort Afghan, or the cucumber of botanicals. She got everybody confused. It's a calming comfort, and it's put on by the Crochet Crowd. Yarnspirations. So again, it's a free pattern, and they're putting out every Sunday. They put out a new bunch of rows to do. Last Sunday was the first round, and a couple days ago, this past Sunday, was the second. So I was still working on the second round. I haven't quite finished it yet, but it's fun. I'm using the ice yarn that I won. Sharon's Gifts of Love. I won a Jaxie's gift, which was a couple of stitch markers that I showed in one of my videos, and also the yarn. I finally ordered the ice yarn. So this is a Rockabilly. And the color is oh no, that's right, it's ice yarn. So just give them a number. Oh well, it's this color, kind of a brownish color. And a little variegated. Kind of hard to see with these stitches. I probably wasn't a very good color choice, but it was pretty. And I wanted to use up this ice yarn. I got so many yarns I gotta use up. So I'm working on that. So those are my whips. And another thing I want, so I have to get these 4 things done this year. Hopefully I'll get them done before I start anything else. And I also have another whip in there. I think I showed it to you. It was a pop-up granny squares that I got the squares all done. I just got to outline them with yarn color and then put them all together. So that is another project that I have to work on. And I also did Avalanche. Well, he has a hat. Anyways, this is Avalanche. This is if you want the pattern, see Y.O.H crochet. Y.O.H crochet. It's Anita, and it's her pattern. And it's really cute. This is the first real amigurumi I've made. I made a couple of stuffies, but this is the first amigurumi where I had attached arms and legs and stuff. So this was cute. It was very easy to do. It wasn't hard at all. Very easy to follow. So do a amigurumi. So that's it. Nothing else to show you right now. Hopefully I'll get these things done, and hopefully I'll get the carousel box pretty soon so I won't have to do any more videos. Okay, so goodbye for now.